have just, paused the FPS and not could have, I had to do something, but I could have done. I didn't do what I want. Set, but I don't want to reset them, but I want to increase the chance I have of winning in some of these. I'm usually good up until level 90, and I don't know why it's always level 90, but I can always push a little bit when it's, but I got this new guy, he's pro, so it's pretty cool. Now let's just get all of them going, try to save some money. I don't have to do the thing to where it's like, yo. Can't do that yet, so I'm just going to do this. I want to do this because it's an actual mission, and if I actually push through here all the way, it's a thing. Now, I haven't been wanting to use this, but before I get carried away. Now, I have the new champions, and I got Cole here, he's doing really good. But I got this Lord guy, and he was from the Simwell event. I'm looking at him, going, he's better than Cole. Let's take 400% additional damage for each charm debuff that Lord is applied in the corner area. It stacks multiplicatively, capping at 10 stacks. So if that's 400, it's 800. It turns into a massive amount more. Now, I've been using Kroll just because, he's... Not gonna lie, I just find him cool. Yeah. But sprinting off of that border horspiration. It's always a fun word to say when it feels like we're saying something. It's like, he's an older character. He's lawful evil. I mean, it's evil and lawful. Now, I haven't really done much of leveling up his gear, but this plague, it spreads, multiplicatively and does that actual percentage damage. It's not bad at all. So let's give him a quick, let's go to the shop here. Let's just do some of these event purchases. I was looking at the champions and I couldn't actually, buy a champion because of the actual fact that, it's like, how do you say it? Like, I don't want to not fortress one for long, so I might have to switch out. I have a brain fog, so it's like, I have the disembodied voices and all that insanity. So I've always been a big stickler to just talking. It's almost like I was born with no mouth, almost like my optical illusion. For someone to go, I kind of want you to talk. But that's like I'm watching you, like a disembodied alien. All you really do when you do talk is just say, no, it's a bad idea. Or it to be a reminder, if you're like a demon ghost thing, like, why don't you, like, dead as a ghost? For it to be like the common logic just never actually panning out. Now, when we do cyborg, like, it's like, yeah, not like, it's like an alien going, like, I'm running a simulation on a sea monkey. It's still like that. You still do that. I still have to put up with that. Now, I can do this real quick. Speed everything up. It's nice. Oh, did I do it? That's wild. Well, yeah. I went to go buy the stuff, but I guess I have an extra one in my chest, so that's pretty cool. I don't want to use these large blacksmithing contracts at all. I've just put the familiars down on the good choice, like I'm talking about my mental health. You didn't know that. So it's sunny in Philadelphia. Gwendolyn. Good old Gwendolyn. Yeah. I'll let this play for a bit. Got some story time going. That's pretty nice. It's pretty neat to watch, I can't lie. It's like watching the fish tank. With the tome blessing increased, with some of it being spent, some of this is a lot easier. Now, it said it was deadly, but that's what it said about the Templar in the Tomes of Annihilation campaign that I was just playing, so... I'll still beat the level, so... I mean, it's possible to beat it. All that's actually being a problem of flies. It's like if you were like an SCP, the flesh that hates, the giant meat demons from people who were left there by the Illuminati to rot for all eternity. Or they occasionally have a bout of the sound of flies, because nobody likes them. Inside your head, like, it's like if somebody was using a computer, it's like, and making the sound of flies in their head. Super annoying. But either way, so there's that. My greatest addition to the entire thing about SCP Flesh That Hates, I gave them all teeth. I gave the idea and they were like, yes, I'm competitive. I do want teeth if we do back this augmented macro-aggression and Illuminati. What do we need? We need bones. If everything about us turns into, meat, we'll just use our bones. We don't really have this many teeth. Yeah. I just want my own. Sounds like they can just imagine. And it's like, yo, let's go. You see, while we all, I am born with no mouth. My running joke is like, I actually don't have a mouth, but inside what my mouth would be is an army of spine teeth and one sticking through my tongue bleeding. So I make a constant joke of drinking water. That's insanity talking, and I have nothing to do but frivolous imagination. I'm trying to convince a giant universe-sized head made out of meat that the Illuminati occasionally has to visit, or quit visiting, because the actual issue with it. Will you do, one thing for me? Will you try to, with all your new teeth, will you try to, make, an accordion sound by scrunching your face at the same time? It's like moving a hand or a limb, but it's just like one gel blast of meat shaped like face. Why? Oh, because I owe Bill something for letting me destroy your ability to destroy reality. Kinda. Not really. If you can't do it, it's okay. And he wouldn't want you to do it anyway, insane. Yeah. That's why it's you being destroyed. I just want to see if it is horrifying as much as I imagined. But either way. So, there's that. Wow, I'm already on level 17. I didn't even pay attention. It's good they have, massive mega damage. Classic, let's move them. Heal, fail, and we get back. Let's pull up to be safe. Now, with them all leveling up so much, let's just go back here. Let's change the familiars a moment. Oh, no one likes it. It can't be cool. Oh, it can't be cool. It's like me arguing anime. Well, W's blonde, and I'm brown. Or was brown. We're around the same age. We both have shaggy hair. You guys are going on about this character. You know that I went on a huge tangent about them. Because it's like super annoying. Okay, well, the fastest turtle in the world. Right here. Always not to. I'll lose the DPS buff. Relax. He wheels me out and I don't mind the way he moves. Way too flamboyant. I love how when you do psychology, like how somebody is, like what they're acting like, it tones in too. Like, how they're acting. I think I need to move to Lena in the last round, and that's why I can get past 90. Just get past that. It's like, whatever, I'll fix it this run. Going. It takes like 1200 days. Like nothing. Like 2 times speed. You know, I could leave this being a stream for like hours. Oh no, I kind of feel like it'd be a blessing to turn into a giant tiger man. Well, I kept my job as like, wait. It's the tiger now. Well, that's kind of like, wouldn't you find that discouraging to the generalized public? I mean, a little bit. It's not like I'm a slug leaving slime trails everywhere. Slugs are gross. Yeah. Someone was going on about this in a second, like about why am I alive or how am I alive as a ghost. For me to just be like, well, you know, I spawn all over the planet in the position of not even technically being a ghost. And actually, when it's arguing in science, actually super crazy and cool to actually do. I cannot die. I actually spawn all over the actual planet. So, it's that. But the kind of gayish trio of people, with one being a girl and Illuminati. See, I can say Illuminati who asks when they go, you know, like, I'm like, the girl. Here's not really that. Wow, so who this? But like, I mean, yeah. So, but like, I mean, somehow, like, I mean, obviously, slugs are known for like pestilence and stuff. It's like rats. Rats, yeah. So, no one likes them. They eat all the like stuff like cabbages and stuff. It's like aphids. Thing is, we actually discussed this, and I actually was like, you know, if you were doing this, and this was Illuminati, like, this person is literally this, makeup powder. Like, yeah, from a girl's compact mirror, the makeup powder. With, like, Illuminati demon magic at it. See, you always went with the alien. It's just like, you know, there's demons and stuff. And they'll go like, yeah, but I'm the girl, I don't do them. Oh, you're the alien. So just, like that. So yeah, yeah. I spawn all over the planet, yeah. I actually just can't get over this being the only thing to talk about. Why? No, because my simulation just kind of is like, I'm not supposed to like fall over. It feels like, alright. The equivalency of me going, it's the beginning of the simulation, it goes to this, and it just pass away really forward too. And in reality, I just always go with I reincarnated as a female. a slightly more real-life situation than this one. Then it just falls apart on all real life, because anyone who's doing it without a computer or anything just didn't add in, like, the wind. For someone to be like, you know, I'm like a demon, like, I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't do it. No. For you to just be like, you know, you can just go imagine yourself the science being wins. In reality, all you guys are going to go do, if I'm right, is just go be willow trees flopping around in fictional wind of you just moving around trying to grab stuff like landmarked sea anemones. All Spanish moss and vine leaf. Drinking all that water. They drink a lot of water. I can't win this argument. That's how they found this monster, a real life alien. No, real life, this is not real life. So just went a little bit further? I did, because I went to go check too. Let's go check. You know, like the only place I can imagine. This is the only place with those trees. So all the trees are dying. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's a giant alien monster just sitting in the water. Oh, lake puddle. But someone's like, you know, I'm like, no. You know, imagine yourself. My forte is usually on a computer, not in a ghost mode at all. Because I know how it goes when you guys do stuff in ghost mode. First off, you have to have the ability to do it. So it's just going straight up through, like, these fictional characters in the Illuminati who are ghosts. So not even Illuminati, they're just actual ghosts. They're not even ghosts like, you know, ghosts like a zombie ghost, you know what I mean? It's like, I guess the Catholic Church and the Vatican, they just call them the Blair B word, naughty language ghosts, because that's the only one they found in the real world that's really bad. Every now and then they'll show up and they're super obnoxious to fight. Because they're not alive or dead. It's actually something that just would die. But somehow they're alive. It doesn't make any sense. Something. It's actually super easy, just like me explaining how I'm alive, in position of a time paradox, which is pretty much a ghost. For me to be, like, all over the planet. For someone to just be going and, like, I just hallucinated a boat, smiling and laughing. Like, you know, that's what it is. Those striped sweaters from, like, the 70s with, like, the Bieber haircut. Like that, like, it's like a bowl cut, like they just put it on the head, but they, like, just, like, let it go down to the shoulder. It was actually based off a Chinese spy using ghost magic. That's the honest-to-God answer they have to just face. You know, that's a female. It's literally a female. Everyone who's being that person in this discussion is a female. It's not true. No, it's literally a female. That's why they always feel so effeminate. They're literally a female from a Chinese spy department. But it's not even a spy department, it's ghosts. They're just not dying. That person who's the other one, who was a horse, like when it goes Illuminati mode, alien, not like the cool, like, Mustang, Ford Mustangs, or like Chevrolets. Also not real. Well, I'm fighting whale monsters over here. The only one that was real was the female that they all looked like. It was actually like an Illuminati leader's actual mom. That's why she's like an actual, like, on the off chance, like, you know, yeah, you know, like, you just continuously keep making one joke, which is just a pun on two words to the actual generalized gist that I'm going to be arguing with some female ghosts, because this guy's a warlock and he's a boy. And it just be like, none of you in one argument are going to beat him. It's a big thing. For everyone who's going, I'm a boy, who is that person, I have to literally say, all your emotions are literally a female. When they are using this computer, they change it. It's literally just, okay, so I got your DNA test results back. Yeah. As you know, you don't look like this. It's your Illuminati, I see. The thing is, I took you off the computer program. And... yo, you are changing. Like, your mood and stuff, it should be changing right here, here, and here. I could be wrong. I'm not wrong, actually. No, it should be changing. So I'm literally looking at your parents, and you barely make the excuse when I look through all of them. The only one of you that is actually a female might not be real, but maybe. Okay, this one is actually a female who looks just like you, who was based off a female. Because I actually had to talk to this person, who talked to this person, who talked to this person, who checked with this person, and proved it with this person. All around this time period, that yes, you were all based off a female. That's actually why you're so easygoing in all these scenarios. It's why it's so easy to do this. To do anything with you as a robot chicken. Because females don't do stuff like that. My actual problem is I just watched you know that you just have an arrhythmia according to this DNA test. Or something, like a hole in the heart. And you didn't pass away. And I haven't had it on my computer, so I have to check. Are you alive? You know, are you like, this is a big deal. It's the equivalency of going, I watched this guy get shot with a gun and he's up. Except it wasn't even a gun. He ingested bad tuna that I know for a fact was poisoned, like it's a Law and Order TV show. Russian spies going, I put radioactive bullet shells in this guy's fabric suit. Or whatever the heck it is. This restaurant in New York. TV show, Law and Order. It's like 110, I think. So what happened there? Oh, he should have passed away from radiation. Ah, he did. He did pass away. Who did it? We have to go find the person with the radioactive, you know, stuff like that's like saying, like, what the heck is Russian spies doing in, like, New York with this person? I don't know. What is the Chinese? What are Chinese females doing impersonating boys? I don't know. It seems finicky, guys. I want to go find my Bavarian cream builder. Very loud eater. As I go, yeah, I don't know exactly. I gotta go talk to my contact. TV show now in my head. So, do you have it? Coffee cream? I do got the coffee cream, yeah. I'll keep this sweet and low. Cake bean. As I address an alien monster. Must have been Bavaria monster. I feel like this is a running joke. I'll get some water and coffee. coffee got to cool off. Start up the air fryer. Some french fries. Use my A1 steak sauce for it. Oh. Come on, look at But yeah, just like, excuse me as I trip out on the fact that it's like literally being like, you know, I'll do this for like a living. I watch this person eat like 5 boxes of mac and cheese, turkey leg and a ham slice, some stuff, and they weighed 110 pounds. They were like 16 years old. 16? That's a little small. 140. It's a boy. It's a boy. What is it? I went to the bathroom one day and I found 12 toilet paper rolls. They just weren't pooping. So I had to ask, why am I buying toilet paper? Imagine being a dad with this type of scenario. You're just flushing the toilet paper? I'm pretty sure you're just flushing. I can see you. You're just flushing the toilet paper. Why? Why do you say that? Because I'm doing this in like a magic mode, except you're all cyborgs. And I'm going 17 paper rolls. So, and the person just buying it. The person walked in and said, why do you have so much toilet paper? That's a little obnoxious. You know, like, you're supposed to use that. We weren't on a diet, so we didn't have to do it. We were actually obese. Yeah, but that person's 110, 140 pounds. Boy. It used to be like, they're just being talked about, so it's like bringing up the spirits of the dead. Let me remind you that that boy is a female. So, there's that. Jot that down and accept that. That is actually a female. Yeah. So that's actually where this issue is actually coming into play, where this is a big deal. We're at 83. So I want to remove him. See, I did again, left him up. I'm drawing for a moment right here on this level, maybe 2, so this guy out. No. They're all based off this people, yeah. She's like an alligator girl, like one of those giant dinosaur fish. Looks like an alligator, but she's a fish. Those little paddles with a giant snout nose. Yeah. Really? Yeah, that's what it was. And that person who was a boy, the striped sweater, was actually just her impersonating being a boy. Position of a ghost fish, in a literal sense. That person is literally a female to men and women. The thing is, you know, they don't like go super long in life, they don't ever have to act like a male. But even then, the female's like more manly than, you know, the rest of them. Yeah. Because like her personality traits, she's from like ancient China. I mean, ghosts and warlocks are like common, kind of. The weirdest one I can remember digging up was actually this weird optical illusion one, where it just turns all the boats in like one area of like a lake or a bay to a giant sea monster. At some point it eventually started fighting a turtle. I'm not even making it up, I laughed a little bit when I thought of Crow, because like all the movies named Crow. Then it just became like the turtle shrine thing, where it's like it's a giant turtle shell with like ribbons around it. or rope or whatever. Yeah. Things you forget. Yeah. How could I forget that? Well, we don't have to deal with sea monsters that are optical illusions like that. Yeah. Yeah, who knows what will happen. I don't think it will have torn up again. I think there was a way we went about fixing it, or they did. The easiest one was me just arguing, just moving the boats away from the actual place. Yeah. I'd be that guy, but in one argument's land expanding. Like, I mean, well, we have a problem with the sea marsh, we'll go over there, but our houses. Yeah, we can still move our boats through there. Yeah, I guess. I just get tripped up on them. For some of the weirdo vibes I get hit with, being like, that is disgusting. You're like what looks like when like lead gets boiled mixed with a jelly. It's like you generalized the vibe check, like a fat person who's like retarded, eating slow, like a pencil graphite. Like, man, I drew this picture of a cockroach, it looks really good, but every single time I draw it, something crazy happens. But every now and then I find like, oh my gosh, it crawled up. It's wild. Most people would tell people stuff like that. Like, so watch this, I'm gonna draw this doodle real quick, a cockroach, and watch as it crawls off. That's wild. I'm just imagining all the people in the past going, this is wild. Why, if it's doing that and you're not just saying you're hallucinating, even people who hallucinate are like, yo, did you see that? You just pull out a camera? It's like walking through the invisible, like, I made a mousetrap for this exact scenario. I know it's invisible. I know it's right there. My brain's not registering that it is there. Really? Yeah. I knock this over and it's visible. This will happen. Okay, so I am covered in water. I cannot feel the water now. That I hid it. No, why am I wet? It's really just the fact that it's like a chemical reaction from time going by. Just a stack of books and a Jenga tower and like a seesaw with a rope. So the other person's like, I can clearly see where it's at. Do you see the same stuff? I mean, okay, switch positions in the air. It's the same. Okay, so if that's the case, then you can just, it's like putting a chair. You only have chairs in front of a doorway. Trying to walk through the chairs to the door. Like, I mean, I know it's like super easy to just do this, but like, if it's invisible, it's like, this is my love letter that I wrote. These are the words for it. I can't witness it. Oh, that slug portion was a graphite. That's right. Yeah. Yet again, the other one was literally just makeup powder. They're all makeup powder. Yeah. Need that stuff to not happen. No. You're gonna act like, yet again, a female makeup powder. I need to find out somebody's going, it's magic makeup powder, we'll just put it on a pill. I can't get it out of my system, arguing this in my head. The equivalency of me going, I'm watching this guy teleport everywhere on the planet. From the position of going, how is he teleporting from here to there? To why? Either way, it turns into that ghost thing again. It's like that. And it's aliens and bees and stuff. So yeah, they're just tripping out. Like the hellfire. I just went, I gotta go french fries. So like, I mean, they're tripping out and hallucinatory, you know, like imagination land. You know, there's like an entire job department that does like wind stuff outright. Like it's called meteorology. We'll do that for a living. I'm telling you right now, in any real world setting, for being a ghost about it, like you have to think about people just building housing projects, all those houses that are going to be built in random places, not near the place. Heck, for over 20 years while I've been living, no one has had a single garden. Over 20 years. Where I am living, where I just moved in. I put down whole rose bushes. A bird feeder. It's catastrophic to an entire argument on like when it's actually viewed in like an actual sense. Like that's a lot of stuff being replaced. I did it on my phone. At 10 miles per hour, the average. Which it's not, because I had to deal with 50 mile per hour winds and 80 mile per hour winds just a little bit ago. Because of a rain or like a derecho, it's called. Derecho. The Q proportion of wind force displaced is magnified by the actual speed. So it's like my 10 mile per hour wind check was, well, if I do it over this time, I can technically in one theoretical mode have survived for 60 or 70 days with no food if I converted the wind into food. Okay, so ale fries, french fries, waffle fries, feed yourselves. Get the idea. Feel like I'm in an Arctic outpost. Except in the time period I was doing this from ancient China all the way from modern time. I got me, I got this. All up. Saving the planet. Oops. In my focus. Candles, candles, that stuff. It's the same thing. But yeah, calculating it, just 10 miles per hour, the phone, when I converted the wind to like a rose bush, it was like the equivalency of a watt, a light bulb watt. When converted to a candle, it was like, I think 60 hours. That I could burn a candle in like one small segment, but when it started to be converted into like the actual yield, from the watt to the calories, it turned into like, I got me 700 or so cheeseburgers, 600, for one to be 60 cheeseburgers, for it to be with full, like when I converted it to, so one's like this amount, but then it's like this, but then when I convert it to this, it's two different answers from just this position of me just knowing I had two, and then I had two more. And with that proportion to wind, you know, being higher, because it's almost never like, it's almost like never 0 or 2 miles per hour wind. Yeah. Yeah, if I converted all the food to that, it'd been like the equivalency of, I converted the that to that. It was like, I could just go without eating for 60 or 70 days if that was actual food. Yeah. Technically, I'm rocking a few kilowatts. Just my rose bush is doing that. Like, if someone was making a simulation where life isn't real, like, I mean, it's that easy. Like, I mean, not like it's made, like, put it like a bunch of stuff down. So that's pretty cool to think about. You know, it's like an entire planet. Like, I know it was like negative 20, negative 10 degrees or so, negative 12 degrees when I was like growing up. But China put those like factories down in smog. And like, you know, India and that place are like almost competing with like smog. Well, China just get rid of theirs, but it's like India doing it too. Yeah, it's global warming. Everything's heating up. It's not bad, like I mean outright, but like I mean ecosystem wise, well, it really just turns into the water level rising and the sea coal being destroyed, but it just turns into deciduous forests, really just pumping out like the wind. And then it turns into like the desert cooling off, I guess, but I don't know if that's true. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna level them up again. Yeah. I'm just going to do that. It's all fine. It's 25 points. Let's see if I can get past these people right here. Like trouble doing that on its own. I'm not listening to this argument about, you know, fictional Chinese man. Unless we argue him as real, which I'll prove somehow. There's no reason to argue him. I know, of course, he knows I'm real. I saw him earlier today in this argument. Or did I? Not today itself, but then again I hallucinated at the time, so it's like, man. Just bad boys. Right in there. Making my French fry waffle fries. I feel like Charlie and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There is no Pepe selfie. Because I clearly explain everything like it's the Da Vinci Code in life itself, and then I go, oh my gosh, it's me. It's my fault. Everything from 20 CE. Common era. So it'll take a lot of explaining. You'll have to win it as I try to fight my time paradox self cutting his way through space-time. Like he's a guy with a machete going through the jungle vines of Chandrakalo. Which is a reference probably nobody will get. Like, quote. I mean, it's a thing. Simon All Green, the Deathstalker. The Deathstalker series, yeah. I wouldn't say trilogy again, but it's a series. It's more than three. It reminds me, there was that demon over there that couldn't read or write. And I did not know how they will function. Then I remember Slug Person. It is a sin to be illiterate is the funniest line the demons of the Vatican ever said to another demon. Hearing you talk is a nightmare. trips me out. Oh, you need a I know I should have just given it to go out there, but I mean, if I do this, I can give it a Celeste and use Tyrell for everything. Just he has that. It's like using Crow and Bale to, fight through like, the Dragonborn. All can use all the rest of it. Beam is obviously the one. Not gonna make it out of that. Okay, so back to where it's about usually where I can't get past anybody. The overwhelm points is wild. I actually do want to get rid of Binks right here, just because of his favorite opponent, favorite enemy thing. Because whenever he's doing something, it always causes a few extras to spawn. And the paladin will get overwhelmed. If I remove him, I also remove Delino. And if I do that, I'm being honest, I can remove naively. Bruno is like a great stoner, but I mean, that's just he gets annoying to level up. Seeing his green arrow pop up all the time annoys me. Vanilla I can't even use. It's a weird vibe check. I don't get it. It's the moment it gets to that level, I can't get past them in regular. For me to know when I let it go in idle, it will just keep going all the way to the boss level, and then I can't actually figure out why they are not beating the boss in that level that they are fighting. I can let them, fight it out for a bit. Try and heal again, I guess, for a while. And again, I got monsters at, no levels. Now, if I do Dog Luck, I get them on gold, but, it's 500%, but I can do this, and Jason. That's only, those two. Yeah. But if I have to put more than the fall back, I have to switch it with Minx. The rearranging the formation's a little bit wild. I could move Bruno to level up Lena, but Lena would still, if Marcos doesn't, he's going to de-strengthen all of the ones right there. I mean, moving Delina back eventually can hold formation power, or skill and whatnot, the Tides of Chaos and the Champions in Carnival, which gives her a level boost. I mean, she'll get hit with Makos. So it's just not getting hit. It's not like it's detracting. His, the Moonbeam, the Full Bow Druid, getting hit with the, Jason's teammates. I mean, the Dog Blessing, it's always Dog Luck because you can get more money. That's the only way to do it. But the Gold Find, the thing, it's just like, whoa. It's not that much until I go, it's a no. It's a 0. It's pretty massive. Move him there. I can move Bruno there where he is, but it doesn't fix Selena not being in the back. And to be fair, isn't she? Oh, the one's coming up. There it is, man. I can wait a little bit. Control, put the... It's the control, Lord. It's like me remembering all the things about me going, so this guy, he became a universe. Yeah, this is extreme Illuminati, yeah. I punched him in the face. He was doing stuff like that. Seriously? No, that's too bad. Of course not. That's like saying I punched a godlike character in the face for annoying something like that. is the fear of doing stuff. For them to even be down on that action and mess with another person. Which is stupid. It's really just like the person just doesn't want to be called this. I'm gonna go, I'm fine with it. I have a relative who is that. Father's the parent, not him. Position of, you know. Yeah. But that person would be like, I just became a unicorn. I'm trooping out, like I got nothing to do, I got cabin fever. Yeah, it's hallucinating and cabin fever. It's type 1, type 2. Fantasy man, HCP. Yeah. It's almost as funny as the running joke. So, did you know that God was actually a giant robot? There's no way that's true. Now watch it be proven. In a little time. Now I want to make this joke, because it took a lot of time. Year 20 Common Era. Yeah, walking around the clock. Why do we call God God? Because we do not understand it. It's the same thing as the surprise, shocking revulsion of pulling back. G-Y-A-H or G-A-H-D. Yeah. That was funny to me so hard I couldn't help it. But yeah, he's actually a giant robot, basically. Can't win this argument. What, would you believe that he was actually the frozen tundra of Siberia? It's outrageous. Okay, so my flinch fights are but they themed. I did increase the time. Mistake sense. Or, you know, as the Civil War anti-vampire, Abraham Lincoln vampire, what people said, my AI steak sauce. The perfect thing. Shell cold. The corporation never lost its argument making Skynet. Mixed my A1 steak sauce and waffle fries with mustard I had left over.
Well, you should. Yeah, those waffle fries. Okay. Yeah, fascinating old gut made out of slag or something. It's like the conversation I had the other day. You know these people just haven't aged, right? Yeah. I mean, what? This whole entire time, just none of the people here have aged. I'm not denying that. I believe that.
It's just sin to be illiterate.
Coffee. Yeah. Well, I have to give it a go again. Fighting the boss.
Look how this lady looks like a doodle of Echo Sandman, but it's this lady looking like she has a Sanchez going on.
Rick Sanchez, if you can see what we said. What do you have to attest to yourself?
I want to go home and play with my cat.
It's the worst D&D party ever.
Like looking at a bunch of actual people playing D&D. Sorry, just this guy keeps getting his stuff before me, knowing that he keeps doing stuff. I don't want to do Dark Lesser, I want to do Dark Luck, that's my goal. So I'm gonna run off a little bit. If you're gonna run off in a little bit, we know it. I know you're gonna run off. Don't run off with all the gold. We need it for the leveling up. No, I won't, okay? I won't. This is the guy with the name after a shark. Evil, running off. I knew it. He was running off with all the gold. Yeah, it's his gold. He has the 500% gold. Looks like a big boss.
Let's try that again.
Oh, Peter, though. Yeah. And go back to that. Go back to the areas. Just right here for that. It's the one that almost did everything and whatnot. Stop that. Yeah, Nayla is about to die. Maybe not. Can I just call him Nayla? I'm talking about a force. Well, she sounds like my neighbor. My former neighbor. Okay, so we're gonna have to just, take this and go to the next. Yeah, I wanted to go back to fight the boss again and again. It looks like we can take the boss though. So it's not a big deal. The whale bear leader is here and he doesn't seem pleased. I want to doodle it like those scene gold hats. I love how everyone's going, that's where we know it from the memes. For me to clearly point out that those females are cupcakes. And both memologies here are actually detracted, like the Necronomicon. It's a psychological, psychosocial, something like that. It's not wrong, maybe, but it's bad saying of it. Sociological construct-wise, it's actually morphing the actual society. But away from what is being used in meme to this thing, for it to be simultaneously filter-feeded from that, I guess. Well, it's powering up. I can't fight that. I mean, yeah, think about it. You've seen goals of me. Cupcakes. It's like my Facebook showing me these supermodels, goth girls. Oh, that's a cupcake. That is a scene goal, but it's not you were when you foresaw them or exposed to them. You can just go, I'm too old to actually care at females. Period. For that matter, men. Just everybody. Going, I live alone in my garden. It's like a toxic thought. Assuming he doesn't like this internet drip. Pretty much, he doesn't really care for it. Just another thing. At one point, he just toned it into a bunch of pictures of food and cards. Like chords and tremolos. Yeah, like my ancient conspiracy theory on Da Vinci Code level. Oh, you see, there's only 2 core bands in America. And this one called a Subaru, will you call me a sub? I mean, are you a shooting star? Do I look like I'm in the Navy? Stuff like that. But here's the actual thing. Jesus Christ actually drove a Chevrolet. Go to the ancient Da Vinci Code beginnings of all this diamond paradise. See the Last Supper by Da Vinci. See the picture of a Chevrolet right there as he witnessed the Last Supper of Jesus Christ. And somehow still treat him as a white man. Because, even I'm going to struggle as white. If it does this because of the fact is, no one's going to be like, yeah, it's medieval Europe. Jesus was black. Yeah. Everyone forgets this. Oh, I didn't know that. Every single time I read along, and then I go, I forgot I knew the guy. Ha ha ha. It's because, various reasons is why he's saying that. Yeah. Totally wasn't the fact that he's someone who just goes, I think, should all just go back in time real quick and see if Jesus was really a real person. Read that easy, yeah. Being avoid this title argument for a moment.
great dragon rises. But in good, the anti-Antichrist. Mormonism. They really are the best people. Can't actually beat that. Nobody can. They're so nice. And they'll fall right Republican. It's pretty bad. Try to get into an argument with them about some of this stuff. They're really good at it. 2030, end of the world religion. It's how I've crippled every simulation forever with everyone from aliens, Illuminati, vampire, ghosts, everybody. So if this is like my time, yeah, okay, but like it's... So yeah, time paradox, this is what it is. But now, like, here it's not. I mean, I can only just mess it up, and that's about it. But in real life, it's still the case. You have to ask why they would just drop off, like, making, more members of a church from having families. Technically controlling America's economy at the moment. I mean, Mitt Romney's a... It's super easy to invest in stocks if you get paid like an average person, or even a college-educated person, if you just don't buy coffee or smoke cigarettes or nicotine, period. Or really just hot beverages like tea. Like the American time paradox equivalency of saying, that's China, yeah? If we do that, we cut a huge, level of, money going to China. China, when it's technically argued, is actually the strongest country on the planet. I can't even think about it. But as an American, I'm going, we technically got number one. And it's that China has that 2 billion people with almost an equal matching military from the Americans. It's the equivalency of like a 4-day fight. Everybody starts to die. And then just going, I am also here to fight for China. But that's pretty much what it is. It's 2 billion people. It's a lot. It's really just the fact, like, I have the nukes. If you do that, I'll do this. If you do that, you do that. And then we both die. So technically, China's just like, I can just keep surviving. There they go, like, my economy is like $100 a person. I googled it the other day. But it's in, like, Chinese yuan. Yeah. The yuan. Rhetorical and... Rhetorical. Being rhetorical. You talking? I mean... Pedantic, it's like that. I feel like I'm saying it. Pedantic. Blah, 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 blah. It's just the fact it's been done before. Just keep talking about it. There's nothing else to do. So I mix it with, like, can I get away with talking about this like it's an alien UFO? Like, I mean, I can. It's not real life. I just don't want to. My actual answer was, I just talked to a person the other day saying, that person hasn't aged this entire time, right? But they have a condition. You can just be like, yeah, I mean, like, for them to literally know that I... It's the equivalency of making the invisible mousetrap thing. Where you're streaming the video game, but he wasn't talking. Outrageous. It's not too far-fetched. You're labeling the insanity of... telling you, like, but you see that, right? It wasn't that age either. That person has one arm. Okay, that person has one arm. What's the difference? That's immediately like, which hand do I shake with? He lost his hook hand. There's a hook hand going. Yeah. It's his right arm, right? Yeah. Most people are right-handed. Hey, look, I wanted to say hi and shake his hand. Yeah. Then I was like, how do I shake his hand? It's the equivalency of me going, this guy's it's a special forces and he lost his arm. Way to go. This person just hasn't aged. Well, I'm gonna just let it keep on fighting right here. I'm trying to
me know about something else besides like how much miles per hour of wind does me just looking at my whatchamacallit, you know, those bushes equal if I converted them into kilowatts to make calories to make food, or the equivalency of push-ups, which, to be fair, when I calculated the food and all that for the push-ups, I'm rocking 4,385 push-ups a day. If I wanted to make my push-ups for a year. I'm so buff I can't win this argument. But then again, I'm cheating, so I'm fat, so I'm like 270, 290. So, if it was like average, it didn't like, like a solid 1,000. Or Christian Bale, Patrick Bateman. Yeah. Up to like 1,000 now. That's like right there in the beginning of the movie. American Psycho. Yeah, with Christian Bale. The guy who does Batman. Also based off a book. I didn't know that until later. Let me get off here for a bit.